Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Mike. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday, October 8th. This is your morning setups. So this morning we have a small gap up here. We pushed up after through the debates, and then we came back in, and you can see the SPY is right at that 342.50 area, briefly pushed above it on the ES, and the Qs here sitting just above this 280 area, 281 area, grudge area. So interesting morning. Are the markets ready to go today? And that's the question I'm asking. And overnight, we got a lot of analyst action, a lot of activity going on here pre-market. And this is the first. This is a change that we've seen. So let's talk about what's going on this morning. First thing we have to get through is jobless claims this morning. Typically hasn't been a big deal. We have some Fed speak, but it's later, so we just don't care. All right. Obviously, continued news upon the on again, off again, whatever it is, stimulus package will continue to dominate the headlines here as we move forward. So let's jump into into it here. On the ES, you can see this move. So yesterday, after the Fed minutes, you can see the market just kind of went, I think we're just done here, and just kind of chilled out and did nothing. Right? We ramped up into it, and then we just sat there once we had them, and just for the last hour said, nope, we're done. Nothing to do here. But you can see here, right back above where we broke down and right into the breakdown zone. So the ES looks ready to rock here, pushing up a little bit. You can see here the NQs, right on the leading edge, about to break out as well. So we got, these indexes look like maybe we're ready to move here. We'll see. Take these aside. What else is going on? Crude up a little bit with the Gulf shut down, but no real, change in supply or demand, just up because production shut down for a short time. Take crude out, you got bonds, no fear, no yield, no nothing. Gold, nobody cares about inflation, doing nothing. The VIX sitting here continues to just stumble around, but back down. Couldn't hold the pop the other day. That was a good sign for the markets. And the HYG here continues to push back up a little bit and holding in. All very good signs for the markets. One little thing that's going on is sentiment has definitely changed, and sentiment is starting to heat up. Put the call back in the FOMO zone. We've known this. It's been sitting up here. It doesn't want to see here. It doesn't want to get into the bearish zone, right? We can't get a good sentiment signal here. Just to change this market, the nature, right? Nobody wants to mix out on the move. What is a little warning here is that the oscillators are starting to heat up. This New York Stock Exchange at 1 plus 38 is still slightly overbought, but not anything to worry about. But the Nasdaq is quickly heading into that hot zone, and here you are at 186 this morning, and not far from that plus 200 area, where typically we look for some type of a little bit overheated. So keep an eye on that. But when I look at breadth is up and leading, and you can look at the SPY almost back to all-time highs on breadth leading. The markets like to follow breadth. If breadth is strong, typically the markets follow it, and even the Nasdaq is trying to curl up and go here. So these are all good signs for the markets. So currently we're trading right at 342.22, and very, very simple today. How do we handle this gap up? Do we hold it into this area? Do we push, or do we come back in? You can see the Bollinger Bands right on top of here, also sitting at the 343.74 area. Today, can we push above here, get a candle that ignites this market and gets us moving back in the right direction, get some volume coming in? If we can't hold here, then you look for the upper end of this range to continue to hold. Here's your 8-day moving average. It's currently at 336.03. That'll move based upon today's action, probably be up higher. Here's your 50-day still pushing up right above it at 336.65. That's the area you're going to want to try to hold. If we push down, obviously holding Tuesday's big down candle is where you really want to hold at 334. And then at that point, if we lose that, we'd watch for the bottom of this candle in the 331 area. But at this point, we're looking to see if this market can break out today. This market's been sitting here. It's been in this range. What's interesting to me here is this range with no movement, and you see the oscillator continuing to heat up. Very, very strange action in this market and the way it's trading. All right, so let's talk about today. And we have a lot to talk about today as we come in here to the open this morning. So first of all, Netflix got a second price increase today. Got upgraded at Evercore from 375 to 425. Yep, 375 to 425. Well, over $100 below where it is. You got to love these analysts. Sometimes they have their heads so far up their freaking whats that it's just unbelievable. So it's pushing down here a little bit. DraftKings initiated a market performance Cohen with a price target of 55. So that's pretty much in line with where it's at right now. So they're basically Cohen's coming out and saying we see this as just kind of going along with the markets here and not acting special. We'll see how it handles this area all the way back on the 21-day here. See if it holds. Big spot. Roku this morning has not one but two price target increases. Needham up their price to 255 from 190, and Deutsche Bank to 235 from 185. You can see Roku's already running here, up already over $5. Here's the one concern I have with Roku this morning, and it's very, very simple. I love upgrades on this, and this could be in play. We'll see how the volume is. But this name has run a ton and is already hot and extended up here. And that is a problem. You like when these price target comes in like Netflix yesterday, right? Netflix yesterday was just great. Netflix came in, it hadn't run much, and it allowed it to have that move. You look at Roku here, you're coming in and you're giving these upgrades after 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green days in a row. And you can see this thing's just been trending up every day, closing actually like 9, it's just up. It's extended, it's getting hot, it's getting a little bit off out of away from itself here, but the name's in play. So we'll watch this. It's breaking out, it's all-time high. So we'll keep an eye on Roku today. To go along with that, Tesla this morning. Hey, not to be outdone, upgrade to a buy at New Street. Ooh, I don't know. New Street, price target 578. Tesla waking up on that one. What else we have? Taiwan Semi this morning released their September revenue, up 24.9% year over year. Taiwan Semi, all that flow, they breaking out here. They're at a new all-time high this morning. They're at 89 plus. Their all-time high yesterday was 87. So Taiwan Semi strong. What else do we have to talk about today? Oh, Fubal. This is not Fubal. Fubal is going to IPO. They've upped their pricing and public offering to 18 million shares at $10. IBM this morning here out. IBM issues guidance, and they're spinning off one of their management companies, and IBM was off to the races this morning. I took my eyes off of this around this one, right around a little after 7 o'clock when it wasn't doing much. It just took off again for another $8. IBM, you can see here on the daily chart, huge move for this one. So IBM all the way up into the 140 area, just took out this high and just went in through this gap here and filled it all the way up to 140. Huge move for IBM. Also, not to be outdone, Bausch & Lomb this morning just guided up revenue. Big move up to 1750 on that. We'll see if this one wants to wake up. Take those aside. What else we got going on there? Names continue to act well, like Beyond Meat from yesterday, continuing to up here, up above yesterday's highs here pre-market. AMD has an event today. AMD sitting here at 87.95. AMD has an event. They're going to announce new CPUs today at noon. So we'll be watching for that, and we'll see if we can't get some type of reaction. I'll be looking at AMD carefully on any little dip this morning to see if it'll take it long. So bottom line, we have a lot going on today. You have names like CRM, which woke up above that critical area yesterday, and BABA, which pushed to all-time highs yesterday, all acting well. Lulu has this gap to fill. Pick what you want. Costco, very good same-store sales again yesterday, just not enough to move the needle overnight. So a lot going on here today. Really see if this market goes. I like most of the names we talk about. Apple will be in play going into next week as well. So, you got names like today, Tesla, Roku, IBM, BHC, AMD, NVIDIA may fly off of this. So you have a lot of names in play today, and there's a lot of action already here pre-market. So get ready for a busy day. Let's go out there and let's make some money. Everybody have a great morning, and I'll see you live starting at 9.